My fiance's text hit like a punch. I'm 8 weeks pregnant, and you'll be paying child support. No call. No hospital pick. Just cold words. I stared at the screen and realized either I'm about to be robbed blind, or I'll expose the biggest lie she ever tried to sell me. Either way, she won't walk away clean. My name is Aaron, 30, a software developer who plans his life in color-coded calendars. I proposed to Maya last winter after 2 years of a perfect, quiet relationship. Movie nights, shared coding playlists, weekend hikes. She was funny, brilliant, and she loved my terrible coffee. We moved in together, merged bank accounts slowly and carefully, and started talking about rings, vendors, and a future that felt as inevitable as sunrise. So when I saw that message on a Tuesday night, everything flipped. I'm 8 weeks pregnant, and you'll be paying child support. No, I'm sorry. No, we need to talk. Just a trophy text meant to stake a claim. My first reaction was shock. My second was careful, because I'd been burned before in small ways by trusting too fast. I called her. No answer. I texted back, keeping my cool. Are you at the doctor? Send a photo of the test or the appointment. Read. No reply. I tried calling her friends. Silence. My stomach dropped, but my brain kicked into methodical mode. If this was real, I'd do the responsible thing. If it wasn't, I'd build a record. Either way, I wouldn't be extorted. The next morning, I came home early from work, sick, letting my roommate know I needed the apartment. I found Maya in the kitchen, acting casual, bag of groceries, a smile that didn't reach her eyes. I handed her my phone and said, "Confirm it. Send me a live photo from the doctor." She hesitated, then muttered something about privacy and embarrassment. Her reluctance tightened the knot in my chest. Instead of anger, I chose procedure. I made an appointment at a clinic under the pretense of being a soon-to-be father who wanted to ask questions. I knew how these things worked. Pregnancy tests, confirmation scans, appointments have timestamps, receipts, paper trails. A genuine story leaves breadcrumbs. A lie leaves holes. Maya's responses got thinner by the day. She asked me to wire money for prenatal vitamins and later for a private test. I said no and told her I was taking the day off to go with her to any appointment she had. She said she'd call me later. She didn't. 3 days later, I got a text from an unknown number at 7:12 p.m. Tell Aaron to stop snooping. Attached was a blurry screenshot of my bank password reset page. I nearly laughed, and then I didn't. Someone was trying to intimidate me. Instead of backing down, I backed up. I copied every message, every request for money, every dodged appointment. I took screenshots with timestamps. I set my phone to auto-record calls I made to her. I emailed the entire chain to myself and a friend. I wasn't building drama. I was building evidence. Then I went public, but on my terms. I called the clinic I'd visited the day before and explained the situation, that I'd been contacted by someone claiming pregnancy, and I wanted to verify whether any appointment had been made under my fiance's name. The clinic confirmed no appointments, no tests, no records. They couldn't give patient info for privacy reasons, but their calendar showed nothing. Armed with that, I asked for one simple thing: verification. If this is true, I told Maya when we finally sat across from each other, hands folded like a courtroom, uh, I'll take responsibility. I'll go to every appointment, pay for medical bills, and be the father. But first, we confirm it together at a clinic today. Her face flickered with something that looked like panic. She stammered, "I can't. I'm scared." That answered everything. Real mothers don't run from confirmation. Real partners don't hide proof. So I did the next things carefully and legally. I printed the messages, the bank requests, the anonymous threat, and took them to a lawyer who specialized in family fraud and civil disputes. We discussed boundaries and the right path. No public humiliation, no illegal retaliation, only facts, documentation, and the law. I also sent a polite, measured message to her employer, not to shame her, but to establish that if this was a pattern of deception that could affect others, it should be known. I didn't want to destroy her life. I wanted the truth recognized. The employer replied within 48 hours asking if I could share proof, which I did: timestamps, attempts to coerce money, and the clinic's no appointment confirmation. When confronted with that, Maya finally broke. She admitted she'd faked the entire thing after getting tangled in a gambling debt and a panicked attempt to secure quick cash. She begged, cried, and promised to make amends. I listened. I was hurt. deeper than I thought possible. Betrayal like that doesn't just bruise trust, it contaminates the future you'd planned. I filed for a break, not immediate breakup. I insisted on counseling, financial accountability, and that she repay what she'd tried to get. She agreed. She paid back what she could, got help for her debt, and entered counseling. We never made it to the aisle. The engagement ring was returned after a week of silent nights and long conversations. I moved out 3 weeks later, folding memories into boxes and leaving behind the apartment where we'd planned a life. You don't always get the dramatic courtroom revenge the internet drools over. Sometimes revenge is quieter. It's refusing to fund your own undoing, it's protecting yourself with facts, and it's walking away without letting someone else bankrupt your integrity. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.